Hi, this is Tanner, Risa, and Willa. In March of 2021, we left on a plane from America to live in Germany, a country we had never stepped foot in before. With so many cultures, religions, landscapes, and foods to discover, we had a goal to live internationally and learn more about the world, specifically Europe. Now we've lived in Germany for 10 months, and believe it or not, we are still experiencing culture shocks. What was supposed to be our first experience together at a nude sauna ended up being a big culture shock experience at our first thermal spa.
Hey everybody, welcome to today's channel. We are here again, Tanner and Marissa, from Our Story to Tell. We just dropped Willa off to her friend's house not too long ago, and we are about to go get jabbed up the nose again.
We are going to be doing something that I've never done here in Germany, and that is get naked with strangers at a sauna. Here in Germany, Tanner's experienced this before, and he loved it. He's ready to go again.
It was really fun. That was back when I went with a few Germans in the Eifel region of Germany, and it was an eye-opening experience. No pun intended there, but before we can go there, we're going to get a negative COVID test and then make our way. So overall, we're both really excited. I'm interested to see how Marissa reacts and feels when you're in there. I felt very comfortable once I was there and just saw how comfortable people looked. So it'll be interesting to see what you think.
We've had a little taste test of it when we went to Iceland. We had to rinse off and shower naked before we could put our swimsuit back on to go into the hot springs. So that was the first experience that I've ever been naked in front of a whole bunch of strangers. In America, I just feel like it's not as much of a cultural thing to have, you don't have nude beaches, you don't have the requirements to shower and rinse off naked before pools, at least none that I've ever been into.
Same, and there probably are some there, but they're few and far between compared to here, especially like at public swimming pools. You're supposed to take a shower before, but most people would just like get wet, but you'd be in your full bathing suit. So today will be a fun and adventurous experience for the both of us.
Tanner told me to wear sandals for the sauna, and I didn't bring any other shoes, so this is my attire as I stand outside in the cold to get the COVID test.
So we got our COVID tests, both negative, hoorah. Man, there's something else about people in Germany doing the tests, and it's probably just because they are so much more thorough, and we have had some similar ones in the States, but most of them in the States were just like, oh, barely go in and like tickle around your nose, whatever. But none of them in the States have been as bad as today's. By far, this one was so far up the nose. I immediately started having my eyes water. I closed my eyes, and Marissa looked over at me and was like,
so they had like a line, and Tanner had to go first and get his test, and I was watching him, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't have looked.
It was painful. Most of the times it's just discomfort. Like that one was painful.
Yeah, literally my nose was ringing after. And I've had other ones that were almost this bad as well. So it's definitely a German, maybe a European thing. And again, it's not a bad thing because it's more thorough, but they are different.
So we just pulled into the parking lot right now. We're at our destination, and it's about to get interesting. But for a good reason. I'm really excited about this for the experience that I had last time, and then to be able to be here with Marissa this time. We're not exactly sure how we're going to film anything. Obviously, we're not going to film anything.
We're not going to be creepers, okay, you guys? But we're going to do what we can and try and share as much of this experience with you guys as possible. Just driving in, there's a lot of cars here, which actually kind of gets me a little nervous, but I think in a good way. These are moments that push me outside of my comfort zone. I want to be able to feel more comfortable in my body and in my skin, and I just feel like doing things like this is one way to have a better perspective about body image, recognize the diversity of people, and just take part more in this culture.
So, looks like I didn't look at the schedule very well because Tuesdays are ladies' nights only in the sauna, so yeah, that was my bad on me. But we are still finding out some very interesting things during the stay here. Our lockers, we each got our own little wristband with the number on it, and we were looking for the lockers and we couldn't see where they were, but there's these doors with like little entryways that you can walk into, and I'm thinking you're supposed to change here and then you walk through the door there. So that's new to us.
Not sure what these are for. Do we put our stuff in here? Oh, wait. What? Nope, it's clipped on. Never mind. Or maybe you are supposed to since they're on a hanger. And then you go and put it in a locker room. Why does this seem so difficult? This is where the camera goes in the locker room, but so far we've already learned quite a bit about how this process works, and I'm sure there's still more learning to do. So I'm already back. You know when I kicked my shoes off? Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. Wear your sandals when you go out. And also we left our towels here in the locker room, so we're going to take those with us. There are plenty of spots to put your towel on. There's chairs to just lounge on, places to hang your towels up. Learning. Honestly, when we thought, oh my gosh, we can't even go into the sauna, are we even going to do this video? We're like, I don't know, we'll just roll with it. But this alone has been such a culture shock to us. So we're learning a lot and thought hopefully you guys can get a laugh out of it as well. It's actually really big. There's an indoor area, an outdoor area. I'm going to go back and explore some more. Take 2.
And literally 5 minutes later, I'm back to get this. I just got like a ton of water right to the crotch.
But I've noticed, you guys, there's this like bar to hold on to, and there's multiple spots where there's like big gusts of water.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's like for you just to like do exercises against and like hold on and like swim, kind of mini tide like things to like help you swim. But overall, it's been pretty cool, and like this outdoor place is actually a really cool place. So
it's raining right now, which just gives it a cooler effect with the the steam coming off from the pool. Man, there's some essential oils in this air, but it feels so good, warm. Oh. That steam room was exactly what I needed.
it was really nice. Yeah, it was actually a little too hot for me. Like breathing through my nose was really hard because it just felt so hot, and but it did feel really nice.
Yeah, it was definitely something you can't be in there for too long, but I feel like essential oils now. That one definitely was my favorite experience. I was very surprised at how many different pools there were. It seemed like each of them had a purpose and a function. Like there were clear labels. This is what the temperatures are in between. Oh, some of them had pull-up bars.
Yeah, and like jets going on like in the middle of the pool, like from the ground. So quite a variety of pools.
It just seemed so relaxed. Like all of the Germans, like, man, they were just in heaven, it seemed. Places like this are really cool because they focus on wellness, on just taking time to relax, cool down, focus on yourself. And places like this are really cool to just focus on yourself, have that wellness aspect, relax, be mindful, be present, and it was fun to experience. Although we didn't do the sauna, we definitely had a good time, and I will be back next time, probably doing the sauna, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. Kind of a bummer. A little embarrassing. Extremely embarrassing, but it's fine.
It happens. We're going to close out this video, but we hope you enjoyed it. It really was quite the culture shock for us, and we learned a lot. So next time when we come to the sauna, we're going to be more prepared. Have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you on the next video.